Merzdrone and the Salt Lake Summit have a mountain to climb today as they need to win 3 games in a row in order to keep their postseason dreams alive. Meanwhile, B. Hagen and the Nanaimo Megafauna are just one win away from punching their ticket to the AAA World Series. It's all happening right here, right now, in the conclusion of this AAA semifinal series. Good afternoon and welcome to this production of the XBL Cross-Platform Baseball League. I'm Light Snack, aka Flurabelle, aka your play-by-play announcer. With me on color is the always amazing Weaver for Prez. Weaver, we're about to see the first finalist be crowned in this Season 8 XBL postseason. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm excited. These games have been pretty close so far, and like you said, it's exciting that you know it seems like yesterday Season 8 started. Many of us are rookies. There's more rookies this year than this league has ever had, and all of a sudden we're about to crown our first finalist uh, in AAA. It's super exciting. Whether Mers makes the comeback or whether B Hagen pulls it off, they are finishing today. So yeah, we will see the conclusion here before too long.
A big thing that Mers needs to think about, I think, in terms of the long game, if he does happen to win this next game, he'll have to go back to facing something that we talked about a little bit in the broadcast last night, which was that the difference in velocity that B. Hagen's starting pitchers have, and how he goes from a pitcher that can crank 102 mile per hour fastballs down the plate to one with substantially less velo. And do you think Mers is going to make any plans to adapt for those changes in the long run?
I happen to know just off the top of my head that Mers has been practicing himself today versus some AI pitchers that with that low velocity, it really fooled him in game two. Ben Beardsbeak, I believe is the name of the Megafauna pitcher. So like you said, super low velo, very high junk. It's not what you typically see in either AAA or XBL. And yeah, like I said, it really fooled Mers, and it happened again in. So that was game two. It happened again in game four
Mm-hmm.
because the way B Hagen lines up his rotation is velo junk, 1 2 3 4. So yeah, like you said, if Mers can win game five, force the game six, he will have to rematch with Beardsbeak, someone who completely handcuffed him in game two.
And this game five, if memory serves correctly, will be played at the Summit's home field. Is that correct?
Exactly, yeah. So the playoff format in the XBL is complete alternation. So the first seed gets home field advantage in game one, and then the lower seed gets it in game two, and they just keep flipping back and forth. So that would make game five back to the higher seed's favor, which is merzdrone, and that means we're going to Big Sky Ballpark, the smaller of the two parks in this series.
So much more hitter-friendly park here. Uh, to those of you who are new and just joining us, this is not just because it's called AAA does not mean that anyone in this league is any kind of slouch. We play at very, very high levels. 80 ego in batting and 90 ego in everything else for those in the AAA division. These guys have proven themselves. Get ready to see a lot of high-level play. What are you expecting, Weaver?
I'm expecting. Well, so far we've seen nothing but close games, so I would expect more close games. It would shock me if either of these guys got blown out. I guess it'd probably be a little more shocking if B Hagen were to get blown out, because Merzdrone, while he did score seven in that first game, game two he was shut out. Game three he only scored twice, and game four he was shut out. So if B Hagen could tap into the pitching that he was finding yesterday, tap into that pitching ability, he does have that excellent bullpen. This thing could be over quick. It'll be up to Mers to wake up his bats.
Up to him to wake up his bats and probably also try to hold down the B. Hagen offense. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Mers was the Von Asen winner for the AAA, meaning that
Exactly.
he had the best pitching as decided by the league office over the course of the season. Hoping that comes in big today.
Yeah, Merzdrone, the Von Asen winner in the AAA, and I believe it was unanimous. It wasn't close. But B. Hagen, the Rookie of the Year. So these are two guys with some trophies in their cabinet, two well-respected players in the league. I said B. Hagen was Rookie of the Year. Mers is a league veteran. He's been around the block. He's got the experience. We'll see if that plays in here. Can't wait to get into it.
No matter what, both teams have something to hang their hat on tonight. And it's going to be a great a great finale for this series as we get started here with Game 5 of merzdrone versus bhagen, the Salt Lake Summits versus the Nanaimo Megafauna. Stay tuned. We'll be here for that in just 1 minute. And here we are heading to Big Sky Park, where the Summits will have home field advantage here for Game 5. They trailed the series 1-3. This is a best of 7, the first of 4 wins. As you can see there, the Nanaimo Megafauna sitting at 3.
Yep, big chance here for bhagen. Wants to punch his ticket here early in Game 5. The last thing you want to do is let your opponent have some hope.
Bubba Blue looks at the 1-1 off the plate. The 2-1 from Nunez. Swung on and missed. And here's the 2-2. Inside, we got a full count here in the first batter of this game. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at 102 miles per hour.
That's been a theme in this series. Early strikeouts while both players try to time the big heat. Granted, games 2 and 4, Megafauna did not bring big heat out of the gate, because that one is foul.
Ooh, just foul.
Yeah, this is a rematch of Game 1. Atlas Nunez versus, I believe the last name is Whale Shark for the Megafauna.
Good piece of that one, but weak contact. Gets all the way to the corner. Herring makes the grab in front of the foul pole.
The shortstop, number 3.
That'll bring up a name that we have grown quite accustomed to. Betty Bowhead has made some crucial plays both on offense and on defense for bhagen this series. But quickly in the hole, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got her swinging at the dirt. A 1-2-3 inning, just what the doctor ordered for the Summits.
Great sequencing. We saw that yesterday at Light Snack when you and I were casting these from merzdrone's perspective. He really utilizes the pitchers that he has with the overhand delivery, like sinking that fastball below the zone and fooling bhagen. We should see it more going forward.
And here's that heavy velo from bhagen on the mound. Big velo from Wilbur Whale Shark. 4-pitch arsenal, 4-seamer, 2-seamer, change, and fork. On the 0-2, it's swung on and grounded to Say. Picks it up and throws it to Sperm at first for out number 1.
Yeah, Wilbur Whale Shark here, really the only pitcher on this Megafauna staff that Merz has hit, and it's on display here.
Into the gap in left field and over the head of Blue as it bounces off the wall. Merz is going to try for 3 and thinks better of it halfway to the bag. Gets back to second in time. A 1-out double for the Summits.
Right on cue, I was just saying this is the one pitcher Merz hit really well in that first game, the game in which he scored a bunch early, hit some big homers.
And Game 1 was merzdrone's win of this series, correct?
Right, his only win.
He's going to try to get things back to the way they were in Game 1 here. Fouls off the low change to bring the count to 1-2. Swings at the high and inside pitch. Could find grass. Blue's going to have to make a play. He dives and it's off his glove. Rolls over to Gray, who's going to have to throw it back in. Back-to-back doubles for the Summits. Gets them an early 1-0 lead here in the first.
Wow, big gamble there for Merz. He never even thought about retreating that runner from second. He was gunning all the way home. If bhagen comes up with that in center field, it's an ending, or not an inning-ending double play, but a double play.
Oh, a great grab from Whale Shark there. Able to grab the comebacker, get out number 2. But going back to that previous play, yeah, bhagen did everything right there. Unfortunately, his fielder just couldn't grab the ball on that dive. And because of that, Summits were able to get that 1-run lead.
Yeah, and just the gutsy base running paid off there.
The 2-1 to Zachariah Burnswell swung on and missed. Change up off the plate. Merz looking like he wants that one back. Swings at the low change this time. Say's not going to be able to make a play on that. Blue is going to have to pick it up and throw it back in. The Summit's runner is too fast. Rounds third and gets in. That's going to be an RBI single. And the Summits have a 2-0 lead here in the first.
Excellent start for merzdrone. He's been shut out in 2 of his 3 losses already in the first inning. That's not the case. He will end the inning here.
Yeah, first pitch swing and a ground out to first.
See if Hagen can respond here. He did go down 1-2-3 in the first, but he's got the middle of his order out.
And the cleanup batter, Frederick Finn, steps in. Swings at the first pitch, and it was right over the plate. Just missed it, and it goes foul. The 0-1 to Finn catches the high part of the strike zone for strike number 2. Doesn't offer at the low pitch. Frederick Finn, a lot of power at the plate, but a swing and a miss at the low change. Got him for the strikeout.
That changeup nowhere near the zone. Maybe Hagen just a little over anxious to try and deposit that one into the upper deck, but it goes as a strikeout.
Those low changeups can be hard to adjust to, especially in crucial 2-strike situations.
Absolutely.
The 1-1 to Britt Bride, another big name. She loops this one into shallow right field, but Skyla Herring, with a huge sliding catch in shallow right, is able to make the play.
Yeah, big catch there. Britt Bride has been one of the most clutch hitters on the Megafauna in this series, but she's retired there on a nice play.
Two outs and nobody on here for Sal Sperm, the first baseman. Atlas Nunez is locked in on the mound early. Gets the ground out here from Burnswell, throws it to Cortez. 3 up, 3 down. We head at the bottom of the second.
Looks like Merz has really come to play today. Maybe more focused here. He's obviously leading by 2, but he hasn't allowed a base runner to who you could certainly argue was the second best hitter in all of AAA this year. That's impressive.
First pitch swinging here, dribbles it to Bowhead, who throws it quickly to first for out number 1. 1 strike, 1 out. B. Hagen likely trying to get through this order quickly and try to regain control after giving up those 2 runs in the first. Though quickly in the hole here, 2-0. Hitters count. Jesse Birch, the DH of the Summits, takes that pitch low and away, but called strike. Chases that changeup out of the zone and fouls it off. The 2-2 to Birch. Right down the middle, but can't catch up with the heat. 102 miles per hour, ringer up.
That was a good at-bat there for merzdrone. He took a couple good pitches that were just outside of the zone, worked a good count. Just unfortunately for him, he couldn't catch up to the big gas.
Merz swings at a well-placed forkball, and B. Hagen gets a 3 up, 3 down inning out of his pitching.
See what the bottom of the order here maybe can do for the Megafauna. I know they have quite a bit of speed there in that 9 hole. We'll see if they can put someone on for the top of the order.
B. Hagen definitely looking to break Nunez. Swing and a miss on the first pitch right down the middle. The 1-1 inside, but swung on, lazily lifted to Burnswell on the infield for the first out.
Yeah, it's something Dwayne and I talked about a trillion different times during your own set last night with Astronaut Snack. The SPRPs of these teams, the starter relievers, the longer you can go with them, the more deadly your bullpen becomes.
Absolutely. And the locked-in boost definitely helps, especially in those SPRP situations. As a swing and a miss on the low change again. Merz with another strikeout.
At this rate, it's not going to be long, especially if he keeps racking up the strikeouts. It's not going to be long until he graduates from locked in to on fire. That would be devastating for the Megafauna.
Though you want to keep an eye on that pitch count for Nunez. Once it starts approaching 50 for these SPRPs, you might start seeing some deterioration. But on the broken bat pop-up, 9 up, 9 down, the Megafauna go. Salt Lake Summits are wheeling and dealing with their 2-run lead here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, it's an excellent start for Merz, obviously. Perfect through the 3, setting the first time through the lineup down. But as we've seen in this series, B. Hagen, maybe a bit of a late starter, just kind of needs to get his timing under him before he starts erupting.
Merz swings at the first pitch here and pops it up to Blue in the shallow center field. Skyla Herring is 1 for 1 today with a double. One of those 2 doubles that was able to pay off big for the Summits in the first inning. The 2-0 to Herring, taken. Good count here for Skyla. We'll see if she offers it this 3-0 low fork ball. She doesn't. A 4-pitch walk issued to the 1-out batter.
Well, that's a lot of respect there from B. Hagen. With throwing a 3-0 fork ball instead of, you know, a straighter pitch to ensure he doesn't get the walk, but that's exactly what happens.
The low changeup is lined past the glove of Say. It was a ground ball that was just too quick for the second baseman to grab. Runners at first and second with 1 out for Stinger.
Yeah, B. Hagen probably regretting not making the dive attempt, or maybe he did just a bit too late. Big opportunity for Merz. He's got good speed on second.
B. Hagen already looking at his bullpen options here. And it will just be 2 1/3 innings pitched for his starter as he goes to Cassandra Killer, the righty specialist, trying to get out of this inning. Goes for the slider on the outside corner. Merz catches up with it and it's past the glove of Bowhead. Another ground ball that's simply too fast. The runner rounds third and gets cross home plate for another run scored. 3-0, the Summits lead.
That's 2 visual mistakes in a row there where B. Hagen perceives the ball as catchable by the glove, you know, on the ground. Doesn't opt for the dive. It doesn't work in both instances. This is huge for the Summits.
Change up just catching that outside corner there, and the fastball misses. Runners on first and second with 1 out here for Zachariah Burnswell. He looks at the inside forkball called a strike. The runners will be going. Slider catches the inside corner for strike 3. But the runners do advance as no attempt was made to throw them out.
Number 22.
This one is looped into left field. It's going to get down. The runners were going with 2 outs. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. The Summits are putting the numbers up. 5-0 they lead.
This is 100% shades of game 1. Same starters and everything. Early lead taken here by merzdrone. That's big. You know, he has to win 3 games in a row here. His back is to the wall. This is a good start, though.
Big 2-out action for the Summits here. This one is hit hard. Bowhead dives this time, but an exclamation point. She's unable to corral the ball first and second with 2 outs for the Summits.
That's just poetry there. We were just talking about how B. Hagen needed to dive on those previous 2 ground balls. This time, he makes the right decision, just maybe mistimes it a hair, and it goes off of the glove of the usually sturdy Betty Bowhead.
We'll see if Merz can keep this 2-out inning alive as this low heater is swung on to deep center field, but it will be caught at the warning track by Bubba Blue to end the inning. But merzdrone puts up a big 3 spot there in the 3rd.
Yeah, Merz got to be feeling good right now. He hasn't given up a whole lot of runs to B. Hagen at any point in the series. Granted, you know, he hasn't been scoring himself. That's why he's not in the position that B. Hagen is in. But, you know, he's just got to stay focused here, and he could be looking at a comeback attempt.
With a 5-run lead here in the 4th. Nunez picks up this ground ball and throws it to Cortez. 10 in a row retired by the starter reliever for the Summits. B. Hagen really looking to get something going here. Reggie Wright is off the first 2 pitches to get a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss at the heater down the middle. This one is clobbered. Head into right field, but it won't quite reach the warning track. Herring able to make the grab.
That ball just dying off the bat. Made good contact. Maybe mistimed on the little power meter there. It's an out, though.
An out that Merz no doubt likes to see. This inside pitch is lined, but Day is able to reach a glove up and snag it before it goes over his head. 12 in a row retired for the Summits.
What a start for Merz. Back against the wall, and he's balling out today. This is great if you're a Summits fan.
Now batting, the catcher.
Cade Booper, the number 9 batter, leading things off here for Merz in the bottom of the 4th. Trying to extend his 5-0 lead. This one is grounded to Say, who picks it up and throws it to first. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, number.
Righty on righty here with the top of the order. Cassandra Killer specialist activating, giving her that advantage over similar-handed batters. but quickly in the hole here, 2-0. Struggling to find the plate. The 3-0 pitch will be low and taken all the way. A 4-pitch walk to the righty. A 1-out walk.
That's the second 4-pitch walk in this game already. Not sure exactly what's going on the pitching end for B. Hagen. He's got to get it figured out.
Low forkball is taken. Called a strike on the outside corner. B. Hagen checking the runner at first. A good deal of speed there. Fastball down the middle is ripped, but foul. Cassandra is tense now on the mound after issuing that 4-pitch walk. This low pitch is swung on and lifted to Gray in left field for out number 2.
Now batting, the third
2 for 2 with a
baseman,
double, a single, and RBI.
14.
Nicholas Day is locked in at the plate. Cassandra Killer back to neutral. The forkball catches the outside corner for a strike. Goes high with the forkball this time, but it's hammered to the right field gap. That one's going to get down. It's going to hit the wall. Will a run score? Yes, it will. Another double for the big batter. 6-0. The Summits extend their lead.
That's a disastrous outcome for B. Hagen. He was looking to get out of this inning without giving up any more damage. He's already down 5 now, 6. Excellent job from Merz there to sit on that forkball and absolutely send it.
The low changeup is swung on. Heat check there by Merz. Oh, wild forkball catches the outside part of the plate. An 0-2 count here for Cassandra Killer, looking to stop the bleeding. Grounded to Bowhead, picks it up, fires it to first, out number 3. The Summits put up another run. 6-0 they lead going into the 5th.
Yeah, roughly halfway through this game, you see a big 6 spot there for the Summits in the run column. And then you see a different number in the column above and the column next to that. I won't say any more than that, but here we go.
Top of the 5th, Frederick Finn due up, swings at the first pitch down the middle, but fouls it off. Couldn't time it right. The 0-1 inside, hammered, just foul. 2 loud strikes. The 0-2 from Nunez taken all the way low. A good outing for the starter reliever, but at 47 pitches thrown, you can already see those stats starting to deteriorate. The 2-2, right down the middle, doesn't offer. Strike 3, froze him.
That's a huge strikeout. If we don't see the improvement to on fire here, it's got to be coming soon. Yeah, not here. Got to be coming soon.
Nunez still locked in. The 1-0 to Britt Bride. Swing and a miss on the low part of the strike zone. 1-1 is swung on but lifted to left center field. Quincy Johnson, the center fielder, comes in to make the grab.
The first baseman, number
Sal
5.
Sperm digs in. Nunez still locked in. This one lined over the head of the starter reliever and into center field. The Megafauna have their first base runner of the game.
Yeah, now with that first base runner out of the game, now with the possibility of extending the pitch count due to being on fire, it probably will just be this one last batter. Oh, wow. Good outcome here for Merz.
First pitch. And it's a lazy pop-up to Burnswell. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Nanaimo Megafauna get their first hit of the game, but no run scored for them.
Yeah, not only is Merz leading the game, 6-0, he is by far leading the bullpen war, the war of attrition, if you will, because that one's hit hard.
That changeup is smacked, but right into the glove of Bubba Blue in center field. This will bring up Walker Cortez, more righty-on-righty action for the specialist. Once again, getting out of that tense mojo. Just misses with the heater high. The low heater is swung on, off the glove of the diving Say. That's going to be a 1-out single. Close play there at first, though.
Yeah, the cannon on the arm of Betty Bowhead made that super close.
Number 26.
Runner on first and 1 out here for Royal Smacks. More righty-on-righty action for the righty specialist. Slider, called a strike. Swing and a miss on the inside heat. Big 0-2 count here. B. Hagen wanting to keep the game where it is. Smacks protects the plate there on that inside changeup. Goes again with the inside changeup and again fighting it off. Foul. Another 0-2 changeup, just a bit low. Staying off speed here is Cassandra Killer, going for a low slider. Swung on past the glove of Killer. Could have been 2 if she fields it cleanly. Instead, the runner is safe at first. First and second here for Jessie Birch.
That's a huge mistake there from Cassandra Killer. And she's tense, 33 pitches. You got to think Hagen is thinking about going to the pen once again.
That slider just missed. A good take there from Jessie Birch. She's looking for her first hit. Won't get it here. Lined into the glove of Betty Bowhead for out number 2.
That's a big out as it brings the RBI dud up with 2 outs.
2 players with diminished stats here facing off against each other. Cassandra Killer. Here's Cade Booper. Cade Booper swings. South Sperm is able to pick it up and step on the bag at first for out number 3. So the Summits threaten to extend their lead yet again, but Hagen able to shut the door. Now he's going to try to do something on offense.
That could be a momentum switch here, possibly, for Hagen. That's the first time in this game where he's gotten out of a big Merz jam without surrendering any damage. He may have gotten a leadoff knock here, yes.
The shortstop Stinger trying to cut that ball off, but it gets right by his glove. He's able to slow it down a little bit, but a lead-off runner here for Hagen and the Megafauna. Atlas Nunez starting to see some stamina decreasing, but is still in the game. This is in the hole here, 2-0. Trouble finding the plate. Accuracy might be coming down a bit here. This one is belted to center field. Might reach the wall, but it is caught at the warning track by Quincy Johnson. A big, long, loud out there for the Megafauna.
Yeah, sigh of relief there for merzdrone. He fell behind 3-0 and then allowed the deep fly. I would assume he's got to be thinking about going to Anthony Mason, his big K-man soon.
Nunez staying in the game after that out. Looks like merzdrone wants to keep himself from going to the bullpen too early in this one. Swing and a miss at the high heat. The 2-2 to Bubba Blue is just low. The payoff pitch on the way. The low pitch is swung on. Day with the jumping catch. Possibly had a play at first, but didn't get the ball out of his glove to throw it. 2 outs and a runner on first.
Yeah, I think maybe with no hesitation and a 99 throw, I want to say he gets him. Merz maybe just a little surprised in himself that he caught the ball.
Atlas Nunez has seen enough. 5 2/3 innings he has pulled. Tristan Washington coming up, the lefty specialist, facing this righty. First pitch is grounded to Stinger. Picks it up, throws it across the diamond to first. Out number 3. The reliever gets the job done. Top of the order due up here for the Salt Lake Summits. I mean, with a 6-run lead here, the Merz has got to be thinking about, and with home field advantage here, you know, trying to think about getting this game done with, right?
Yeah, he's got to be piecing the game together, as this one should be caught by Blue. Piecing the game together. He's already dipped into his bullpen. His specialist is out now on the mound. He has a K-man lurking, so you know he only needs the final 9 outs here. Yeah, so you know he's thinking about those puzzle pieces right now.
Brennan Beluga on the mound here for Hagen on his side of pitching. Cassandra Killer done for the day. This one is lined over the head of Bowhead. Blue's going to have to pick it up and fire it back in, keeping that to a single.
Now back, the third.
Number
Wow,
3.
3 for 3 here.
Yeah, the number 3 batter is locked in. Big 3 for 3. Merz definitely wanting to extend that hitting streak for this third baseman. Runner on first and 1 out here for Nicholas Day. Takes the low pitch. Brennan Beluga with a 4-seamer, cutter, and a curve. Just catches the low part of the strike zone there. Merz timed the steal well on the curveball and gets second base for free.
Yeah, perfect pitch to steal on. Flawless.
Peter hangs up over the strike zone, but fouled off. Big 2-2 pitch here for Brennan Beluga. The inside curve is lifted, but Humpback able to make the grab. He fires into second, gets the double play.
That's just what Hagen needed. A big defensive play to maybe fire himself up a little bit, start focusing at the plate, and maybe mount a comeback to send himself to the World Series. Because, like I said, he does not want to give Merz any extra games.
Hagen, one of these big hitters in this AAA league. No doubt in my mind that he can put up a 6 spot in 1 inning. This one, however, is grounded to Day, who throws it to first for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 4.
Specialist activates for the lefty-on-lefty action here. Frederick Finn, the cleanup batter, takes just off the plate. The 1-2 to Finn. The low pitch is swung on, weakly grounded to Washington, who throws it to Cortez for out number 2.
Now batting,
Yeah, like you said, Bhagen, one of the top offenses. You can certainly argue the second best. I'm pretty sure he was second most in home runs. But like we were saying, this is the Von Asen Award winner, merzdrone. It's not surprising that even with the excellent offense of the Megafauna, they're being neutralized.
Merz getting locked in here on the mound. And a swing and a miss on the low changeup. How many times were we going to see that one? We get to the bottom of the 7th. The Summits holding on to their 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Merz has seemingly solved the Megafauna bats, at least for now, with those low 2-strike pitches.
Brennan Beluga starting things off with an inside curve that is fouled. The high fastball is swung on and lifted to shallow left field. Bowhead makes the grab for out number 1.
now batting, the second baseman, number 11.
Zachariah Burnswell takes the first pitch low for a strike. Lays off of that curveball nowhere close. Four-seamer inside is swung on towards Bowhead, who ranges back to make a good catch.
Now batting, the first
Despite having what
baseman,
looks seemingly like 99 velocity, as we see a fastball here, it looks like he's trying to pepper in a few more of those curveballs, those big curveballs. As we know, Merz had trouble with the off-speed in games 2 and 4.
That cutter is taken a hold of and drilled into center field for a 2-out single. Summit's possibly trying to get some more runs on the board here. Curveball just misses inside. Four-seamer on the outside corner cuts it. Staying with this accuracy pitching. Gets that strike 2 called on the outside part of the plate. Goes upstairs, got him swinging. Bowhead's gonna have to make a play. She bounces off her glove to Say, who throws it to first and gets the out. What a play.
What a nice little assist there on the pass from Bowhead to Say. That goes as a, what, a 6-4-3 putout? Single putout?
Does it count if Six never had control of the ball and it just bounced off of their glove? Hard to tell.
I believe as long as they touch it, they do get credited. Maybe someone in chat knows more about that.
now batting, the third
First
baseman,
pitch ground out here for
number
the
6.
Megafauna. 1 out and nobody on here for Harry Humpback. Lefty on lefty specialist. Big strike there. The 1-1. Same location, not offered at. Big 1-2. Not close. 2-2 to Harry. Swing and a miss. Got him chasing the breaking ball off the plate for out number 2.
You can tell in that at bat, save for the last pitch, Bhagen really trying to exercise some patience, draw these at bats out. He's been a quick out in this game. It's going to happen again here.
Tristan Washington now locked in on the mound. This one is lifted to right field, but Quincy Johnson misreads the ball and it drops right in front of him. That's going to go as a single.
The left fielder.
Yeah, merzdrone kicking himself right now, but has a better than none chance that he can still get out of this.
Oh, but Arnold's Beardbeak coming in for a pinch hit, sees the first pitch and he likes it. Hammers it into left field, first and second with 2 outs, and the top of the order now up for the Megafauna.
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting that feeling, sometimes all great rallies start with a little miscue. 2-out magic perhaps for the Megafauna.
Oh, but the Megafauna chased that one off the plate, just what Merz needed there. Weakly lined into the glove of Stinger to send us into the bottom of the 8th.
Bhagen undoubtedly not happy with that. That was his chance to get back in this game, to give himself a chance going into the top of the 9th. Instead, he's going to have to enter that inning down at least
Now
6.
in the game, number 18.
The first pitch from Brennan Beluga is swung on, weakly grounded. The play is in time for out number 1. Cade Booper is 0 for on the day, the RBI dud. First pitch taken upstairs for a ball. Staying with the heater is Beluga, not offered at this time a strike. Cutter over the plate is swung on and grounded up the middle. Say's not going to be able to make the play. A one-out single here for the Summits in the top of the order due up.
Yeah, Merz having a better hitting day than we saw yesterday. You can't just leave a cutter right there where it was, at least most of the time. Merz doesn't miss it.
First pitch strike, a great breaking ball there. Oh, a mistimed steal there from the Summits. He will be caught and out. Now nobody on and 2 outs here for Quincy Johnson, who swings at the next pitch, lifted to Beluga, and we will head to the 9th inning. 3 outs separate the Summits from sending this to a Game 6.
Yeah, a little more forgivable on that steal attempt, getting caught. We've seen him get caught already a couple times in this series, but when you're leading by 6 and you're just looking for that 7th insurance run, even if you don't get it, it's when you have the pitching that you have, it's forgivable.
Washington still locked in here on the mound. Looks like Merz will be leaving him in for at least this first batter. Big swing and a miss there. The 2-2 to Reggie Wright. Off the plate, swung on, but past the glove of the pitcher. Seemed to phase through his glove. Does he have a hole in that glove? But a lead-off single nonetheless for the Megafauna. Can they make the comeback happen?
Valiant diving attempt by Stinger at shortstop. Even if he comes up with it, no chance they're getting the speedy runner. But yeah, that's how you need to start off a 6-run rally if you are to pull it off. You need that leadoff runner to reach.
Oh, the 1-1 to Bowhead was there. Unable to pull the trigger was B. Hagen. The 1-2, the low pitch swung on. A leaping attempt from Day, and he's able to keep it from going over his head.
the left side of the infield for the Summits, they have just been so clutch throughout this whole series, keeping merzdrone in games.
Frederick Finn might be coming out of the game here for a pinch batter. He will. Butis Bottlenose stepping in. First pitch strike. The slider catching the outside corner. This one a little bit further out, but swung on into the glove of Day. The runner stays at first. B. Hagen down to his last out here in Game 5.
Yeah, merzdrone just seemingly toying with B. Hagen. This pitching is just exceptional. He's on the verge of striking out one of the greatest hitters in the AAA.
Tristan Washington will not be able to finish the job as they go to the closer. Four-seamer and a slider from Grover Grant. The submarine closer for the Summits. Britt Bride is the opponent. The 1-1, swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2 not offered at. Runner on first and 2 outs. The Megafauna trail by 6 here in the 9th. Full count here. BB Prone activates. Swing and a miss from B. Hagen. The Summits are sending this one to Game 6.
Wow, stunning result there. We talked in pregame about how we expected these games to be super close. That one wasn't really. That was a 6-run ball game for most of that ball game. merzdrone, big win there. Congrats to him on pushing this to Game 6. That's huge.
And Game 6 will be coming to you in just a few minutes as these two teams get ready for that. Wow. 6-0, merzdrone absolutely stifling that B. Hagen offense, showing us why he is the Von Asen winner for AAA, one of the best pitchers out there.
Yeah, he absolutely dominated him there with the shutout. Only the handful of hits, less than 5, I believe. And you know, he had the perfect game going through the first 4 1/3 or so.
I believe. I believe it was 5 hits exactly there for B. Hagen. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 hits. It's not like it hasn't been that way in this series. Yes, Merz went into this game trailing the series 3-1, but in Game 4, a game he lost, he only surrendered 2 runs. And in Game 3, a game he lost, he only surrendered 4 runs. And then in Game 2, he lost, he only surrendered the 1 run. So it's not like the pitching isn't doing their job. It's just the offense that has been lacking for the Summits. But in that game, it was not lacking. The 6 runs paid off.
Definitely, and we'll see if Merz can keep up that offensive production here in Game 6. It's going to be a struggle, though, because as we were talking about earlier, this is going to be the trouble spot for the Summits in this postseason series. A low velo, high junk starter will be on the mound for B. Hagen.
Yeah, Ben Bairdsbeek as you can see, or as we can see, we're not broadcasting it just yet, but going to be taking the mound for the Megafauna, and that is the starter who went 8 1/3 shutout innings in Game 2 in Emerald Diamond. That's exactly where we're heading as far as Game 6 is concerned. Park factors didn't really play in at all in the previous game. I don't think anything was. Well, A, there was no home runs. B, nothing was really hit off of the short wall in direct left field. We'll see if the gaps here at Emerald or the short porch in left field play into Game 6, however.
And Game 6, we are starting here, and we are starting now. The Nanaimo Megafauna looking to win here at home and send bhagen to the AAA World Series, but merzdrone trying to make this series go the distance to a decisive Game 7. We'll see what happens, and if Merz can adapt to that low velo, high junk pitching from Ben Beardsbeek, who will be taking the mound against Quincy Johnson.
Yeah, and as I mentioned in pregame, that has been his goal, to win that Game 5 against a pitcher he already knew he could hit, right? Because he hit him in Game 1, and then practice enough to be able to hit Beardsbeek here in Game 2. This is going to be a great play, I think.
Oh, yeah. Betty Bowhead with an amazing dive, able to get the runner out at first just in time. Curveball low to Skyla Herring. Big swing and a miss on the same curve. Changeup low and away is swung on. Could be over the head of Bowhead. No! She's able to run back and make an excellent grab.
Gonna have to start calling her Betty Vacuum Cleaner at this rate. This is just getting stupid.
Did not know that vacuum cleaner was a species of whale.
Newly discovered.
The 1-0 from Beardsbeek off the plate. Only 90 miles per hour on that heater. 93 there on the power pitch. But in the hole, 3-0. Goes for the changeup off the plate. Oh, but it catches the corner. A big strike there, the 3-1. 78 miles per hour just lazily put in there. Bringing the count back to the payoff pitch. That one is hammered, but foul.
bhagen challenged him with a curveball in the zone. Now going changeup. A couple foul balls, though.
Battling these off. He goes for the heat. Wild pitch, not even close, and Merz is able to lay off of it to get his first base runner of the game.
Number 12.
I'll bring up the cleanup batter, John Stinger. A runner on first and 2 outs here for the shortstop. Contact versus lefties. Swings at the first pitch off the plate, grounds it to Say, who throws it to Sperm, out number 3.
Yeah, but getting that one base runner there was Merz. He already has a base runner quicker in this game than he did against Beardsbeek in Game 2. I believe it took 4 or 5 innings for Merz to accomplish it. So maybe, maybe that practice is paying off. We'll see.
Edward Burke here on the mound against Bubba Blue. Here at Emerald Diamond. Quickly an 0-2 count here to Blue. This one is swung on in foul territory. Can the third baseman make the diving catch? He can! What a play from Day.
You'd love to see it. Both teams, excellent defense. There have been a few boots from the AI players, but the players themselves playing the defense have been on point. You love to see it.
Another quick 0-2 here from Burke. High pitch not offered at. Reggie Wright takes this low hanger well. He sends it to center. Goodbye! That one's gone.
What a shot off the bat of bhagen, who was completely handcuffed in Game 1 by AAA's Von Asen winner. That's got to feel good for bhagen.
Got a good handle on that hanging breaking ball well over the plate and sent it deep into center field, dancing with the whales. bhagen has a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Betty Bowhead swings at this one, lifts it into left field for out number 2. 2 outs and nobody on here, but a 1-0 lead for Frederick Finn. Lays off the first pitch, nowhere close. Burke delivers, and this one is lined towards center field, but Singer has plenty of time to range it over and make the grab. We head to the top of the second. The Nanaimo Megafauna have the lead.
Yeah, Merz certainly probably not too happy with himself for allowing that pitch that bhagen took deep, and then seemingly realizing after the home run, that he could expand the zone a bit. B. Hagen hasn't been as patient as we've normally seen, as this one is caught by Humpback. But yeah, we'll see the pitching approaches evolve as we go on.
If you're Merz right now, I think the one thing you don't want to see happen is Ben Beardspeak get locked in. And you see that junk start to get even higher.
Certainly, you don't want the curve and the screwball especially breaking any more than they do. You can see just how foolish it is there.
2 away here. The Summits trying to get on the board and answer back. Royal Smacks takes the first pitch high and inside, called for a strike. This heater is not offered at, just off the plate, 90 miles per hour. 1-1, just misses. Changeup catching the inside corner is swung on and fouled. This changeup will also be over the plate. Another swing and a foul. The low changeup is swung on and fouled into the dugout. Merz keeping this at-bat going. The inside screwball taken, brings the count full. Merz just taking a breather right here. Look at that pitch count from Beardspeak. Heater on the outside corner. Swung on, just caught up with it enough to foul it off. The high changeup is swung on and lifted to left field. Gray ranges over, makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down.
Still, like you said, a great at-bat from Merz to expend some pitches from Ben Beardspeak. It was a problem for Merz in Game 1. Anytime you're allowing the opposing team's star reliever to go 8 in the third, that typically means you're being a bit over-aggressive. You're not drawing out pitch counts, so good adjustment here.
Britt Bright hammers that one, but Stinger plenty of time to dive down, make the grab, and throw him out at first.
The first baseman, number 5.
Sal Sperm, 1 out and nobody on. Takes the first pitch inside. Bird trying to keep this game where it is, but this one is lined into shallow left field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And you know, every pitch is just going to be so much pressure on merzdrone, because he knows he was dominated in Game 2 by the low velo high junk, and he's already, he's losing here. It's not the start he wanted.
Merz coming away with the win in the previous game to send this one to Game 6. But the Megafauna currently have the lead here. 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Runner on first and 1 out here. Big swing on the 3-1, just misses it. Harry Humpback sees the payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Got him, 102 miles per hour.
Yeah, not much else to say about that other than he placed it pretty well. Low and away, 102, too much gas.
Sigurd Say gears up for that breaking pitch, but hit into right field. Plenty of time for Herring to get under it. Makes the grab. We head to the top of the third. A close game here. Jessie Birch, the DH, knowing she can tie this one up with just a swing of the bat. Gets into a favorable count here, 2-0. This heater will be right down the middle. She does not swing. The 2-1 is swung on and fouled. Staying with the changeup is Beardspeak. This one is swung on and looped into right field. Reggie is going to have to play it on the hop. A leadoff single here for the Summits.
Yeah, that's big. Not entirely sure what Merz is thinking, whether or not he wants to bunt here. He has gotten picked off trying to steal, so maybe he won't even try and chance advancing the runner. Just going to try and keep the good approach. No, it looks like a bunt.
And the bunt will be successful. Moves the runner over to second, out at first. Big runner in scoring position for the top of the order here. Quincy Johnson, power versus lefties. Not
great speed at all, however, in scoring position, so anything hard hit at an outfielder probably not going to work. But anything that's soft, like potentially this, no, he should catch it.
Reggie Wright able to hit that softly hit ball into right field. 2 outs here with the runner on second for Skyla Herring. A big opportunity for the Summits to get back in this ball game, and for B. Hagen to close a big door. Another hitter's count here for Merz. Takes the changeup, called for a strike. Screwball, not close. The 3-1 here to Skyla Herring. High fastball swung on. Bearsbeak isn't able to field it properly. He picks it up and throws it in time to get the out at first.
That is a great job from B. Hagen to recognize where that ball was going and recognize that his best chance to get the out at first was to not switch to one of his middle infielders and rather to stick with Bearsbeak to makes the good play for the third out.
First pitch swinging. Day picks it up, throws it to first for out number 1.
Batting, the center fielder, number
That brings up the top of the order here for the Megafauna, looking to extend their lead. Another first pitch swing, this time lifted into center field. Plenty of time for Johnson to camp under it, out number 2.
now batting, the right fielder, number
Dangerous Reggie Wright, however. This is who hit the home run.
This one, oh, just misses the bag. Foul. Reggie Wright, 1-1. Another breaking ball, but this one just a little bit lower than the one he hit for a home run. This one will die at the tracks. Johnson catches it for a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Yeah, similar power timings too. I believe, I want to say the home run he hit was on like 76 on the charge-up mechanic. That one was at 80, so it had, right, as you said, it was too low. Had it been a bit higher, the result could have been the same.
High inside heater is taken for a strike by Nicholas Day, who has a walk. Ben Bearsbeak is locked in. But 45 pitches thrown for the starter reliever. This one is lifted into foul territory, and it will reach the seats. The 2-2, protecting the plate, swung on, grounded to Bowhead, who picks it up and throws it to first for out number 1. Here we are in the top of the 4th with 1 out. John Stinger is due up, and we'll take a look at Bearsbeak, who's already at 47 pitches thrown.
Yeah, the result is what the Megafauna want, scoreless innings. But it looks like the pitch count definitely going to have... It's not going to allow Bearsbeak to stay in nearly as long as he stayed in game 2. And that's good for Merz.
Ooh, a high pitch called for a strike there. He's going to try to paint the corner again. Ooh, just misses it. The 1-1 to Burnswell is swung on and lifted into left field. Gray, plenty of time to get over. He makes the catch. 3 outs. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Behagen once again looking to extend his 1-0 lead.
Only 3 hits in the game thus far.
Between both teams, definitely a pitcher's duel thus far. Contrasting Bearsbeak's pitch count with Burke's. Not even 30 pitches thrown, as this one is grounded to Stinger. Throws it to first for out number 1.
Yeah, really the only difference in the game was the one missed curveball in this for the solo shot.
Burke having trouble finding the low part of the plate here. The 2-0 is swung on into foul territory. Will the left fielder have enough time to get over and make the play? He does not. That one thrown for a strike on the outside part of the plate. The 2-2. He chases, swung on and grounded to Burnswell, who picks it up and throws it to Cortez for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9.
Britt Bride, the DH, facing off against Burke here. Oh, great pitch to start things off. High and inside called for a strike, then went away. Oh, but that breaking ball called for a strike on the outside part of the plate. The 1-2 to Bride, taken all the way high. Behagen starting to become a little bit more patient at the plate here, but that one catches the outside corner. Strike 3, got him looking.
What a job throughout that entire at-bat to a dangerous Britt Bride to paint those corners and get the strikeout. This is why he's the Von Asen winner. Now we just need to see that Salt Lake Summit's offense if we want to see a Game 7 here.
Then Bearsbeak misses the plate there on the first pitch. The 1-0 is swung on, broken bat, lifted high on the infield, but Sperm gets under it to make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 26.
Royal Smack stepping in. merzdrone desperately trying to get something started here, but Say is able to run over, grab that one, and throw it to first for out number 2.
I have to say I'm a little surprised Merz isn't taking the first pitch more often in order to jack up that pitch count. You would think the last thing he wants to see is Ben Bearsbeak staring him down.
Great strike there. High inside, and another excellently placed breaking ball. A quick 0-2 here. And this one not close. Is swung on. Bearsbeak isn't able to catch it, but he picks it up, throws it to first. A 1-2-3 inning, and a quick one at that. The Nanaimo Megafauna staying in control here.
Now batting, the first baseman, number
6, 7, 8 batters due up for the Megafauna.
Outside.
First pitch outside. Sperm lays off of it. Right down the middle, though, on this one. He does not pull the trigger. 1-1. Swing and a miss again. Big heat down the heart of the plate. That one just misses low. The 2-2 is swung on and lifted shallowly. Burnswell is able to make the catch on the infield.
The third baseman, number
Yeah,
6.
kudos to merzdrone for sticking with that curveball in certain counts after it was rocketed by Bhagen for a home run.
Burnswell ranges over as that ball tries to find grass in the hole. Unable to get down. 2 away. Secret Say finds that pitch. Another breaking ball just sitting over the plate. He hammers it, but right into the glove of Burnswell. And a quick 1-2-3 inning sends us to the top of the 6th. 9-1-2 batters here for the Salt Lake Summits, who are trying to get back in this game.
Yeah, just such a far cry from what we saw in the last game with Merz scoring 6 times, the offense clicking last game. As it may have got a hit here. No, good play from Blue.
Bubba Blue with the sliding catch in center field, able to keep that one from finding grass. One out here to the top of the order. Quincy Johnson. Screwball just catches the low part of the plate. Power versus lefties here for the center fielder. The low change is swung on and fouled. The 1-2 from Ben Beardsbeak again goes low. This one grounded to say fair. Throws it to Sperm for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 29.
Skyla Herring steps in. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-0. Megafauna have the lead. Ben Beardsbeak, 66 pitches thrown for the SPRP, but he is still in this game. Only 1 hit allowed, 1 walk issued.
Bhagen obviously wanting just 1 more out so he can get that 6th inning out of the way before he goes to his pen. It looks like he's going to get it.
Merzdrone unable to lay off of the high screwball. That sends us to the bottom of the 6th. A dangerous 1-0 lead here for the Megafauna. You can bet they're going to try to extend their lead here. First pitch is swung on, lifted into foul territory. It won't reach the seats, but nobody's going to be able to get to it. Burke is locked in on the mound for the Summits as that one is swung on and missed. The 0-2 to Gray. Laid off. The 50th pitch on the way from Burke is there for a strike. Strike 3. And it just completely froze Bhagen.
Merzdrone is going to be kicking himself if he can't pull this game away. The way it's going, he's pitching an absolute gem. Just the 1 mistake on the solo shot. If he loses because he couldn't score, that is going to sting.
And speaking of this great pitching, Edward Burke, who is doing work on the mound for Merzdrone, is pulled after 5 1/3 innings pitched, despite being locked in. We did start to see some of that stat deterioration from that high stamina as the reliever comes in and strikes out the next batter.
Yeah, probably just a case of, you never want to lose a game in which you didn't use your best weapons in the appropriate time, so probably just erring on the side of caution here.
The lefty specialist, trouble finding the plate here. The 2-0 is swung on high and inside. Stinger picks it up, throws it to Cortez. 3 up, 3 down. Heart of the Summit's order is due up. Oh man, only 3 innings left for Merz to get back in this one.
Yeah, this game flying right along, and that's not good for the team who is trying to crawl back. Granted, the crawling wouldn't need to be a whole lot. It's just the 1 run. We'll see.
Ben Beardsbeak is staying in the game here in the 7th. The SPRP, 72 pitches thrown, and you can see those stats starting to dip. Almost no velo left for this starter reliever as this one is poked into right field. That will find grass. A leadoff single for the Salt Lake Summits. Could this be the end of Ben Bairdsby?
Now
I think it would have to
the
be.
shortstop,
Bhagen looked like he
number
tried to
12.
push it. You know, abusing, not abusing, but exploiting
Now base
Merz's
runner,
inability to hit the
number
low velo.
21.
But he gets the leadoff knock there. Good speed on it first, the tying run. And yes, he will change.
And he will be going to the man who has saved a couple of games here for the Megafauna, Gregory Greatwhite, with a submarine delivery. Gets the first pitch strike, then keeps the runner in check at first. Big swing and a miss at the inside heater. Such a difference in velo here. The high changeup is swung on and fouled off. John Singer has big contact versus lefties, but it's hard to adapt when you go from no velo to pretty much all velo.
Yeah, that changeup probably faster than the fastball of Bairdsby.
And he can't catch up with the heater. 98 miles per hour at the bottom part of the strike zone. Ring him up.
Second baseman, number 11.
One out, a runner on first. Zachariah Burnswell facing off against Gregory Greatwhite. The first pitch just misses inside. Heater catches the outside part of the strike zone. Greatwhite will be going to this changeup here to low. Oh, but Burnswell lays off of it. Oh, a 2-1. The pickoff attempt was thrown to first. The runner will be safe at second.
Godspeed, Sand. He has not been successful in this series, but he is there.
A big strike there for Gregory Greatwhite. The 2-2 is swung on, lifted foul down the third baseline. Henry Humpback makes the play. 2 away, but a runner on second, and that runner is the tying run in this game.
Walker Cortez up now. This is the at-bat of the game so far.
It is all up to Cortez here for the Salt Lake Summits. The first pitch, changeup, laid off outside. The inside heater doesn't have a chance to swing on it. Has to step out of the box. Low changeup taken. Big 3-0 count. Composed trait activates for Gregory Greatwhite. Cortez takes that one all the way. The high heat is swung on and fouled. Good piece of that one, though. Full count here. 2 outs, runner on second. The Summits trail by 1.
Merz taking a breath.
The 2-seamer is swung on and fouled. That was a great pitch, spoiled by the Summits. The screwball is swung on, got a piece of it. Grounded to Bowhead. She's going to have to fire it to first. She makes the play. We head to the bottom of the 7th.
That screwball just way too nasty. That's something you have on your own team, Light Snack. You know the power of that big, 90-plus junk screwball. Merz unable to lay off. He strands the tying run.
Shortstop, number 3.
Now Merz going to have to make a defensive substitution after that pinch runner did not pay off for his Summits team. Washington back on the mound, trying to keep this a 1-run ball game and keep the Summits in this one. This pitch is lined into left field for a leadoff single for the Megafauna.
It was not a factor on that play. That ball was out of reach of anybody. But keep an eye on the fact that Nicholas Day, the third baseman. Oh wow, here we go right away.
Ground softly to the third baseman. Out at second, out at first. She's able to get it started. The double play.
I was just about to say keep an eye on the defensive sub because the starter, Nicholas Day, has been lights out over at the hot corner.
Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Britt Bride. That one just off the plate. The 1-1 from Washington is swung on inside. It's a soft dribbler. Edwards is going to have to hurry. She makes the play at first. A good inning for the defensive substitution there at third base.
Absolutely. She says, give me some more playing time. I can handle myself.
Now batting.
Trying to work for a permanent spot on the team, perhaps. Here we are in the top of the 8th. Gregory Greatwhite, the submarine reliever. That one is swung on and drilled, but right towards Say, who picks it up and throws it to first for out number 1.
Yeah, I thought for a second with the few bobbles we've seen here and there from that exact player, Sigurd Say, maybe with the hard line drive variety of that hit, he could bobble it. No such thing happened, however.
Gregory Greatwhite having trouble finding the plate here. The 2-0 to Jesse Birch catches the outside corner for the strike. The 2-1, he's going to go for the same area. Can't get the call that time. A big 3-1 here for Greatwhite. Swung on, lifted behind home plate. Will it stay in play? What was...
He caught it! What?
It bounced off of the netting behind home plate, but the umpires said it was a live ball.
Yeah.
Go for it, Weaver.
I checked my Steam profile. I've got, I think, almost 1,000 hours on this. I have never seen that. I think, if I had to guess, it's got to just be a visual glitch. The true reality of the play is it probably didn't hit the netting, and that's just what B. Hagen
But
saw.
the ball did linger in the air. Apparently on replay review, as this one is grounded to first, sending us into the bottom of the 8th inning, the replay review shows that the ball hit the catcher's head and then dropped into his glove. Therefore, it never hit the back of the netting. It was a live ball all along.
That is a clip I have got to see.
Only
this is over.
only in AAA postseason will you see stuff like this. Grounded softly, the Stinger, who picks it up and throws it to first. Out number 1, the Megafauna up to bat. Here in the late game of this decisive semifinal series. The 1-0 to Henry Humpback. Grounded past the pitcher. Stinger picks it up and throws it to first. Out number 2. Sorry, Harry Humpback.
Yeah, the reality started to set in here that this game could be decided 1-0 if Merz can't make a comeback, and that's the job he's going to be up to here as we head to the 9th.
3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 9th inning. The top of the order due up for the Salt Lake Summit's merzdrone. Needs a run here to stay in the postseason.
The center fielder, number 3.
Quincy Johnson will lead things off. He has power versus lefties. Gregory Greatwhite is locked in. Starting to see some stat deterioration, though. The 1-0 swung on and missed. Got him waving at that low change. Staying with the changeup is Greatwhite. This time not offered at. Off the plate. The 2-1 going with the heat is swung on and poked into center field. The Summits have the tying run aboard at first base with nobody out.
What a great piece of hitting to put Quincy Johnson on first. Now Skyla Herring, and then I believe Stinger after her. This is what you want if you're Merz.
No more locked in is Gregory Greatwhite. That stat lowering a little bit more evident now. First pitch called for a strike on the outside part of the plate. The screwball bunted, and it's a good one. Greatwhite's going to have to hurry. He makes the play at first, but the tying run is at second with 1 out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Oh, it would have been Nicholas Day. It's actually going to be Peach Edwards. Not nearly enough power, but plenty of contact to maybe poke 1 out. Good speed on second, could score.
Great speed on second there for merzdrone. And a hitter's count here to Peach Edwards. The 2-0 changeup taken all the way on the inside part of the plate, called for a strike. Goes with the screwball, got her chasing right into the glove of Bowhead for out number 2. The Summits are down to their last out here in John Stinger.
The screwball is just too effective here for the Megafauna. Speaking of the Megafauna, power versus lefties, I'm surprised B. Hagen not going to a righty.
He wants Gregory Greatwhite to finish what he started. The Megafauna, the inside call. Goes with the 2-seamer, poked at towards Say. He's gonna have to range back, he doesn't make the catch! They're sending the runner home! The throw from right is not in time, this game is tied!
Unbelievable down to his final out. merzdrone ties the game. Sigurd Say not able to make the catch. We've mentioned plenty of times in this series that he's been a bit of a liability over there. It shows off in a big way. Wow.
The Megafauna were 1 out away from going to the AAA World Series. Sigurd Say unable to make the play. This game will go on. Unbelievable.
Wow. And just like in game 2, these guys were tied in the 9th. That game went to extra innings. Merz has a chance here, and now finally B. Hagen going to go to the righty. Merz has a chance with 2 outs. Maybe if he can get one in the gap, he could take a lead.
Cassandra Killer coming in here for B. Hagen and the Megafauna. This one is hammered, but foul. The go-ahead run is at first base. Zachariah Burnswell swings at that one, but it rolls away from the catcher, letting the runner get into scoring position. Not a lot of speed at second base, but with 2 outs, the runner will be going. This one is lifted into left field, but plenty of time for Gray to get under it. Will he make the catch? He does. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and folks, we're tied up here at 1 apiece.
Wow, I thought for a second there the left fielder was mistracking it, but he gets to his spot. B. Hagen can exhale now a little bit. He's probably upset with himself. but he has a chance to set himself for the World Series with one swing.
It will have to be a walk-off win if the Megafauna want to claim this victory and send themselves to the AAA World Series. The first pitch from Tristan Washington, who is locked in, is a strike. Goes to the similar location off speed. This one is lifted to shallow right field. Right fielder comes in. Herring makes the grab for out number 1. Bubba Blue, the center fielder. Good stats, but he is tense, going 0 for 3 at the moment. This one is swung on, but the leap from the second baseman isn't enough. It gets over their head. A one-out runner at first base. Mojo up to neutral. He represents the winning run for the Megafauna, and look at that speed at first.
Yeah, 90-plus speed. Merzdrone kicking himself. He jumped too early there. This could drop? No.
This one is lifted to shallow right field. Burnswell is able to make the catch. 2 outs, but the winning run is at first base for Betty Bowhead. Who else would you have in this situation if you're Behagen?
If not Bowhead, then her name escapes me, but he had the walk-off home run with the other player in game 2.
Britt Bride, correct?
Britt Bride, yes. Chance for Behagen to possibly have 2 walk-off home runs in the same series.
Bowhead is 1 for 3. Big swing and a miss on that inside pitch. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging at the dirt. We're heading to extra innings.
Ooh, free baseball, Floribel, but hopefully not 22 innings. We shall see.
Honglepog's in the chat if you've got him. Will we see a 22-inning semifinal here between the Summits and the Megafauna? Both of these teams already into their bullpens, however. Cassandra Killer, forkball, down the middle of the plate. This one is belted to left. The Summits have taken the lead.
Wow. Merzdrone with his back to the wall. He was down to his final out in the 9th. He tied it on a little bloop over Sigurd Say. Does not miss that pitch. He leads. If he can get 3 more outs in the bottom of the 10th, he will force Game 7.
It was a hanging breaking ball at the start of the game that got the Megafauna on the board, and now it's a hanging forkball that gives up the Summits, allowing them to get back into the lead here. 2-1 in the top of the 10th. Merzdrone now in the driver's seat here. The inside pitch is swung on, driven to right field, but Wright is able to get under it and make the catch. 2 outs here to Booper, the number 9 batter. This changeup will also be off the plate, but it's swung on. Grounded to Sperm, who steps on the bag at first, out number 3. And now the Megafauna trailing by 1. 4, 5, and 6 batters due up against Tristan Washington. We'll see if Merz makes any adjustments on the mound. The first is Behagen, who's looking for a pinch hitter for Frederick Finn. Only 2 players left on the bench. He goes to Penny Pilot.
He goes to Penny Pilot, but I believe no one on his team capable of playing catcher should he tie the game, should he need to pitch again.
This pitch is blooped towards left field. A diving attempt by the third baseman isn't able to come up with it. It's a leadoff single for the Megafauna.
Defensive replacement there. You never know. Maybe Nicholas Day could have made the catch. Not sure what the speed differential is there. It's a leadoff hit.
Brett Bride, who hit that walk-off, though, grounds it to Washington. He makes the safe out at first, but that tying run does get to second base. 1 out, a runner at second for Sal Sperm.
I think he absolutely could have had the play at second. Nerves probably just running too high.
Washington's stats starting to fall. Trouble finding the plate. The 3-0 to Sperm is there for a strike. The 3-1. Inside, got him swinging. Brings the count full. The payoff pitch, runner goes. It's low. The throw at third is not in time. Runners are at the corners for Harry Humpback with 1 out.
Oh my. 90 feet away stands the tying run, but a double play would send us to a Game 7.
The first pitch, Tristan Washington, lefty specialist, staying in there. Goes for a bunt. It lands right in front of home plate. Booper throws it to third. He goes back to home. He's safe at the plate.
Oh my, what a mistake. He initiated the rundown too quickly, did Merzdrone, and now the game is tied, and Behagen with 1 single here could enter the World Series.
Just A few defensive mistakes by merzdrone here have tied up the game for the Megafauna. This one is grounded weakly towards third. The out at second. The play at first is not in time. The winning run is standing at third base with 2 outs for Perry Pygmy Right.
Oh no, here we go. 2 outs. The run that would send them to the World Series on third.
A defensive substitution who is staying in the game. Swings weakly at this one. It's hit towards the hole. Stinger's gonna have to hurry on the throw to first. It's not in time! The Megafauna have won it and are heading to the World Series!
Unbelievable bottom of the 10th. It looked like maybe merzdrone didn't get all of that throw. We know Stinger has a good arm. He's flexed it in this series, but the throw just too weak. And like you said, it was a defensive replacement, and that's why he was so fast.
A roller coaster of a game in those final innings. The Summits taking a 2-1 lead there in the 10th. And B. Hagen's offense comes up big to send the Nanaimo Megafauna to the AAA World Series.
Yeah, and a big, hearty congratulations to B. Hagen as our first locked-in participant of the AAA World Series. And of course, props to merzdrone, the league office member, the veteran, on an excellent season, the Von Acesen winner. Obviously not the way he wanted his season to end, not by a long shot, but he gave it a good fight. He fought there in those semifinals. He fought like crazy in his quarterfinals to make it this far. So big props to him. But again, congratulations to B. Hagen, the Rookie of the Year, already crowned the Rookie of the Year for the regular season. He is moving on to the World Series. He will now face a bit of a layoff. He has to wait for the other semifinals to even start. Jam Paladin is in those semifinals. He awaits the winner of Corruptions versus Pizza Volcano.
And that semifinals match of Jam Paladin versus the winner of that Corruptions Pizza Volcano match, whenever that happens, that will be streamed here on this channel. But just wow, I'm still reeling over that Game 6 ending. What a roller coaster.
Yeah, the game was flying by. It was a hardcore pitcher's duel. The first 9 innings, or 8.5 innings. Just the one solo shot from B. Hagen, and then Merz ties it with some clutch batting in the bottom or the top of the 9th, sends it to extras. Merz hits the insane home run on that hanging breaker in the top of the 10th. He just can't hold on. The defense lets him down a bit. That's one he'd like back. But what a job from both players when their backs were to the wall in this game to make the proper comebacks to pull it out. And B. Hagen is the one who does it, or has the final say, the last laugh. He is going to the World Series. Big congrats to him.
What a finish. We thought, Merz gonna be sending this one to a Game 7 when he gets that big, deep shot there in the 10th inning. And then B. Hagen able to battle back with, like you said, props to both of these teams for just putting on an unbelievable show and really making the fireworks happen there.
Yeah, they certainly made it exciting. That final inning was just crazy. Like I said, when it happened, the outcome maybe just could have been a little bit different had Nicholas Day still been there at third base. Not entirely sure. I would have to look at the ratings. The length of dive has changed by fielding rating. So speed obviously comes into play because, like we saw, the defensive sub, the third basewoman, she completely overran that ball. She did not dive to the right spot. That allowed the rally to continue. And then that ball in the hole, we weren't watching from Merz's perspective, so we couldn't see the charge up on the throw. But just from what we saw, that animation looked, supremely slow. Certainly not a 99 from Stinger, and it allowed him to beat it out and not send us to an 11th inning. So yeah, what a crazy ending.
And then on the flip side of the defensive substitutions, it was that number 9 batter, the defensive sub for B. Hagen, who is not replaced with a pinch hitter in that situation, getting the winning hit that got that winning run across at home plate and able to beat out the throw from the hole along the third baseline. Just absolute fairy tale ending there for B. Hagen. A heartbreaker for sure for Merz. But no matter
Yeah.
what, both teams played their hearts out, and you could definitely see it on the field.
Yeah, what you just said there reminded me of Game 4 or 5 of the 2020 World Series with Tampa Bay Rays defensive sub Brett Phillips stepped up, got that little blooper, won the game for Tampa. It was, that was a fairy tale moment in MLB, and you could say the same for the defensive sub who just won the game for the Megafauna, sending them to the World Series. What a story!
Life imitates art, imitates life, and oh, wow, what a place to be. So, like you said, the Nanaimo Megafauna are in the World Series, and they are awaiting the winner of the semifinals that we will see, whenever those games end up getting
Eventually.
played. Yes,
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
But that is not the end of postseason baseball drama tonight, is it, Weaver?
It is certainly not a light snack, aka Fluribell, aka your play-by-play announcer. You are playing Ashnod's Coupon. You're continuing your series. You lead the series 2-1. That is going to start. Oh wow, it's just like I said yesterday. 90 minutes from right now, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys are playing 3 games. So you, with a chance to send yourself to the XBL World Series, or Ashnod could do the same tonight as well, or you guys could be headed to 7. A lot of ways that could play out. It's going to be right here on this channel at that time, 90 minutes from now, with casting from myself and from Dwayne.
Be sure to tune into that if you can. If you can't, you can watch our videos either here on Twitch in the VOD section, or you can watch them on YouTube on our YouTube channel as well. Aside from that, I think that'll close things out here for this broadcast. But like you said, we'll be back here in 90 minutes for XBL playoff action. Hope to see you then. No matter what, we love you all. Hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. And thank you so much for watching.